Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today on Fitness Tech Reviews, we're going to be going over the comparison between the Fitbit Inspire HR and the Fitbit Charge 4 and the Charge 3 since they're so similar. But let's go ahead, get right into that video. Before we get into the video, please consider subscribing to the channel. Would love to grow with you guys going over a bunch of fitness tech reviews. Alright, first let's go with the similarities. Both have these grayscale displays and they're not taptic, they are more of a swipe interface that are just going to have a couple of differences, and of course the Charge versions are going to be a little bit bigger. They both have pretty much the same sensors on board, so they have so many similarities with that. The only difference you're really going to see with the Charge 4 is you're going to see some floor elevation and a little bit of its tracking. So the Inspire with the app, the Fitbit app, it's going to be going through active minutes, where the Fitbit Charges are going to be going through active zones. So when you're in that fat burning zone, you'll get extra points for like cardio and high intensity stuff like that. So they're going to be tracking your calories burned throughout the day a little bit differently as well. Both these devices can be manually set with whatever workout you want. The Charges does have a couple extra, and especially with the Charge 4, if you're a swimmer, there's some swim tracking as well. And at the end of the video, I'll go over the Charge 3 and all its variants, differences with the Charge 4. And of course, both devices can also be set with automatic detection of a couple of different inside workouts, outdoor workouts, pretty much stuff where you're moving around, your heart rate's elevated by a little bit, and you're walking and can see steps are going relatively quickly. It'll be able to automatically track those exercises. Both have great sleep tracking. Pretty much both of them are same on the line with that, with the only difference, the Charge does have an SpO2 sensor, so it's going to give you a little extra data on the estimated oxygen levels you had throughout your night. Alright, first thing we're going to do is go over the displays. So this is the Inspire, so if you are wearing it with a watch, it's not going to be as obtrusive, so that's always something you always want to make sure to consider. If you have your watch, if you swipe to the right, what you're going to have is nothing to your right, but if you swipe down, you'll have your exercises, you'll have your relaxing, your timers, your alarms, and your settings all with the up. If you want to swipe downwards, this is where you'll see all of your fitness tracking just from a quick glance. And that's pretty much it as far as the display is concerned. So it is a little bit smaller, but it has everything you need. Like if a text message does come up, you're not going to get many letters on that guy, but it still works the way it works. All right, now we have the Charge series. So with the Charge series, you can tell it's a little bit bigger. So next to a watch, it is going to be a little bit more obtrusive in that regard. But as you can tell, you'll be able to see a lot more information. So there is no swipe down. That's only if you have notifications, and I don't have any currently, but there is a swipe to your right. As you can tell, you have your Spotify right here, your exercises. You can have an agenda, relax, and of course your timers, your alarms. You also have some weathers and some settings as well. Same thing with the swipe up, it's going to give you all of that fitness tracking, but since it's a little bigger, you'll be able to see multiple things on the screen at a time. So if you're looking for a bigger screen, I would definitely recommend getting into the Charge series. Also with the button on the side, it's not a physical one, it's kind of a haptic button, so you kind of have to feel around for it. The only negative with that, sometimes when I'm like flexing my wrist, it does tend to like hit that like that, so it does tend to do a whole hold for your paying and stuff like that, but it happens every so often, so I don't try to flex too much to have that pop up. But that's pretty much the differences between the displays of the both. So a couple of things the Charge does differently than the Inspire line. The Charge 4 does have a GPS, where the Charge 3 does not. So if you are a runner or a swimmer, a cyclist, I would definitely recommend the Charge 4 over the Inspire. Even though the Inspire can use your phone as a GPS, the Charge 4 is going to be a lot more accurate in that regard. Also, if you're looking for better sleep tracking, I would go with the Charge, but the Inspire also has great fitness tracking, so don't let that be your biggest reason why you pick the Charge. The Charge also has extra battery life, so you can get a full 7 days out of the Charge if you're not using the GPS function. The GPS function will tend to drain the battery a little bit more, but if you're not using it all, you can get a full 7 days. But if you're only using it for your workouts, you could probably get a good 5 days in without needing a charge for the Charge. The pun just comes right in. The Charge 4 also has Spotify connectivity as well, so you can change your Spotify playlist through the watch itself, whereas the Inspire does not, and the Charge 3 also does not have Spotify connection. Let's go ahead and go over those prices. The Inspire can go for around $97. That's brand new. Of course, all these do go on sale, but it can go for about $97. The Charge 3, if you want a little bit bigger of a screen, better notifications, because it is a bigger watch, you're gonna see bigger notifications with that. That's gonna go for around $116, where the Charge 4, with the GPS added in, the active zones in, the swim tracking, the Spotify connection in, that's gonna go for around $145 brand new. So a lot of these options are out there if you're just looking for a basic fitness tracker, and if you have a watch. The Inspire looks great with the watch because of how slim it is, but if you're looking for more smartwatch features, I would push you more towards the Charge 3, and if you are a runner, cyclist, swimmer, I'd push you more for the Charge 4. But hopefully a lot of this was really helpful for you guys. Please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and as always guys, stay happy, stay healthy, and above all, stay positive. I'll see you guys in the next one.